Remember that old set of dumbbells that you got tucked away somewhere in your basement or your storage room? The ones that you thought were too old and too light for you to be able to do anything with? You're going to want to get them out, because today I'm going to show you an awesome high intensity workout that you can do with one set of light dumbbells for the full body. Stick around and watch this next video. Hi everybody, Michael here. In today's video, I'm going to show you that you don't need to be in a commercial gym with hundreds of pieces of equipment to be able to have an awesome workout. In fact, I'm going to show you how to train your whole body with a single set of light dumbbells. Yeah, those old light dumbbells that you got tucked away in some basement cellar somewhere that you thought you were never going to use. You're going to need to get them out. Even though a lot of the gyms are closed and it's harder for people to get their regular exercise in, if any exercise in, there still really isn't an excuse. Today I'm going to show you how to train your whole body with just a single set of dumbbells. So if your goal is to build muscle, burn some body fat, get some good cardiovascular training in, work your core, hit all the muscles in the body, this workout is going to cover all of that. And again, all you're going to need is a set of light dumbbells. So at the end of the day, there really is an excuse, you know, that you can't do a workout, you can't get an exercise because you can't go to your gym. You don't really need to go to a gym. So I'm going to show you today how to do a full body workout, and we're going to actually be able to do this in two different ways. The first way, you can actually train your whole body, top to bottom, upper body and lower body within one workout. Or we can do this and split the workouts into two separate workouts over two separate days. You can do an upper body workout and a lower body workout. I'm going to show you both. The key here is that you're only going to need one set of light dumbbells to train every muscle in the body. If you're new to exercise or you haven't worked out for a while, I'm going to recommend that you split up the two workouts over two separate days and focus just one day to do the upper body workout and a separate day to do the legs. This will offer a couple of different benefits. You'll be able to switch between two separate workouts over a couple of different days and potentially repeat both workouts twice a week, so you can do 4 workouts a week and you can keep your exercise volume a little bit higher. So the 10 exercises that make up the upper body workout are going to train and work your chest, your back, your biceps, your triceps, your shoulders, your lower back and your abdominals, and at the same time give you a pretty good cardiovascular and core emphasized workout. So the exercises themselves, let's go through them real quick. Exercise 1 is a wide push-up where you're going to be doing a 2-second negative. I'll explain what that is. Exercise 2 is going to be a tricep push-up where you're going to bring your hands in a little bit narrower. From there, from the push-ups, we're going to go into something called renegade rows, where you're going to be in a push-up plank position. From the renegade rows, you're going to go into a mountain climber. From there, we're going to go into something called a shoulder shocker, which is going to hit all the muscles of the shoulder. From there, we're going to go into a bent over rear lateral and then right into a bent over row. From there, we go into some bicep curls. And towards the end, we're going to go into a tricep circuit where we're going to do some tricep exercises on the floor and then finish with something called a TWI, which is going to work the entire posterior chain or all of the muscles on the back of the body. I recommend shooting to get through it 3 times, 3 rotations, and you'll feel like you've had a pretty good workout. Also, the goal is to minimize the amount of rest you're taking in between the actual exercises midway through the circuit. You kind of want to go from exercise to exercise. What I recommend, what I like to do is to give myself maybe 5 to 10 seconds in between each exercise just to quickly set up, take a couple of good breaths, and then go right into the next exercise. Once you're actually finished the full rotation of the exercises, for example, we'll talk about the upper body. So you got 10 exercises to go through. Once you're finished the whole rotation, you want to give yourself at least a minute, maybe even 2 minutes, just to recover, get some water to rehydrate, rest, just get your mental faculties, and then hit it again. Again, we're going to go through it 3 times. So let's take a look at the upper body workout first, and I'll explain in detail what to expect, and let's have some fun, and let's get to it.
All right, here we go. Exercise number 1.
wide push-ups. What you're going to see here is me lowering my body 2 seconds on the way down every time. It's a 2-second negative. I'm trying to get as deep as I can into the bottom of the push-up, bringing my face and my chest as close to the floor as I can under control. Keeping tension on your abs, really tight abs here is very important. Also, you want to keep your knees locked out straight. You'll notice that I'm really trying to control myself on the way down slow, and then I explode up with power out of each rep. Alright, exercise number 2, close grip push-ups. These emphasize the triceps a little bit more effectively. Here, contrary to my first push-ups where I was doing slow negatives, here I'm trying to apply as much speed as I can to try to get as many reps as I can. Same things apply here though. Abs gotta be nice and tight, legs straight. Alright, exercise 3, these are renegade rows. We're going to do 8 reps per side. This is a really effective exercise for your core. It works a lot of different muscles, your arms, your shoulders, your chest. What I'm trying to do here is really tense up my abs as much as I can. I'm trying to stay right up high on my tippy toes, and you're just rowing the weights up into your side, trying to pin the elbow in nice and tight. Alright, from renegade rows, exercise 4 is the mountain climber. We're going to go for 15 reps per side. This is another phenomenal drill for your core. You're, again, working your arms and your legs simultaneously and getting an awesome aerobic workout. You'll feel a lot of this in your abs, especially consciously tensing up your abs. So this brings us to a phenomenal exercise for the shoulders. This is called a shoulder shocker, comprised of 4 exercises done without any rest. We're going to do a side lateral first, followed by a front raise, then upright rows and straight into an overhead shoulder press. We're doing 8 reps per exercise. Again, this is a terrific workout for the shoulders. Because we're standing and we're moving the arms out in front and to the sides, this is really good for the core, so you want to make sure that your abs are tight. You're even tensing up your glutes and your legs as you're doing this. And yep, here we go. We're going to finish with an upright row with a good rotation where we pull the elbows back and down and press straight up overhead into an overhead press to finish the shoulder shocker. One other thing I want to mention here is it's very important to have a strong grip on the dumbbells, and you want to do this with any exercise where you're working with barbells or dumbbells, free weights. Very important to have a strong, hard grip on the weights, as that will translate into better, more efficient exercise on the working muscles. Here it applies directly to the shoulders. Okay, exercise 6, bent over rear laterals. So what we want to do here is we're going to lean right over. We're trying to keep a nice flat back like a tabletop. Should feel like you're sticking your bum out a little bit, keeping the knees bent, and we're sending those weights straight out to the sides, pinkies out and up to the ceiling. From there, we're going to go right into exercise 7, bent over rows. We're going to take an underhand grip, and we're going to pull and row the weights right up into our lower abdomen. Back position remains the same, flat back, leaning over, knees bent. Exercise 8, bicep curl 21s. Now what we're going to do here is shoot for 21 reps, but we're going to divide the curl into half range partial reps. The first 7 are the top half, the bottom 7 are the next half, and then the last 7 you're going to see here. I'm going to curl the weights from the bottom position, the legs, all the way to the top. By the time you get to these last 7, the arms are going to be pretty cooked. You want to stand strong and keep your abs tight, and again, strong grip on the dumbbells. Okay, we're nearing the end of the circuit here. This brings me to exercise number 9, and this is a tricep giant set. We're going to do 3 exercises for the triceps, back to back to back. First one here, we're doing skull crushers, 10 reps, and we're trying to lower the weights to the ears, or just beside the ears. We're going to get 10 reps, and then you're going to see me here change the angle of where I'm going to get the weights on the floor to a little bit more behind my head. That changes the stress in the triceps, makes it a little bit harder actually. We're going to go 10 reps, and I'm hitting the floor and pressing them straight back up, finishing at about an 80-degree angle there. From there, we're going to finish with what I call a pressure press. Here you want to squeeze the weights together, mash them together, bring them down right to the chest. I like to tap my chest and then push them up like a piston, straight up. Lots of work on the triceps here. All right, well that's going to bring us to the last exercise of the upper body workout, exercise 10. TWY. Okay, this is a great exercise that works the entire back of the body, all the muscles of the posterior chain. We're going to form the letters TWY, and we're going to hold each letter position for 15 seconds. I'm trying to keep all four extremities off the floor, and also notice that my thumbs are turned up to the ceiling. We're kind of rotating and retracting our shoulder blades. Here we've moved into a W. We're going to pull the elbows in for another 15 seconds in there, squeezing the lats. Very important to keep tension on the glutes. So the glutes, even the hamstrings are working hard here. The upper back, lower back, rear delts, all the muscles in the back. In a few seconds here, I'm going to move out and to finish into a Y position. The Y position will be the toughest, also because it's last in the sequence. I'm trying to keep my elbows and my hands above ground. You can't tell here, but I'm straining pretty good. TWY. So now that the upper body workout is done, let's look at the leg workout. The leg workout, like I said, is comprised of 5 exercises. We've got 2 exercises that are going to be squats, 2 exercises that are going to be single leg exercises in a lunging position, and then we're going to finish with a hamstring exercise. So exercise number 1 is going to be a goblet squat, where we're going to apply time under tension. We're going to be doing 2-second negatives. Following the goblet squat, we're going to go into a sumo squat, which is a wide stance squat. We're going to get the toes and knees out. From there, we're going to do some alternate lunging with the dumbbells, obviously, everything with the dumbbells. And then from there, we go into something called a Bulgarian split squat. We're going to have the back leg raised on a platform or a step. And then we finish with a lying version of a lying leg curl. You can do this on the floor with anything that slides on the floor. I'm going to show you this exercise, a lying leg curl done with a couple of plates that will slide along a carpet. You can also do it with a stability ball. I'm going to show you both. So let's get to the leg workout and let's train hard. Okay, here we go, starting the leg workout. First exercise is going to be goblet squats. What I'm going to try to do here is hold dumbbells high up on my shoulders. And same thing as the push-ups and the upper body workout, we're going to apply 2-second negatives. So I'm going to lower myself a nice slow pace, 2 seconds on the way down. Also the goal here is to try to get the upper legs parallel to the floor at the bottom of the squat. So you'll notice when I get all the way to the bottom, my upper legs are parallel to the floor. It's also very important, keep your head up, eyes up, and your back nice and flat. Should feel like you're sticking your bum out a little bit at the bottom, and I'm consciously driving my heels through the floor. You're going to get a lot of burning in the quads, front of the legs. You'll also notice that I'm trying really hard to keep my hands and my elbows high. That's going to keep the weights in place. Special emphasis on keeping the elbows straight out in front of you. Another little thing here is I'm trying to resist coming up too quickly as well. That also makes it more intense on the legs. From there, we're going to go into exercise number 2, which is wide squats. Other times this is called a sumo squat. We're going to apply the exact same tempo here, the 2 seconds on the way down. I'm also trying to resist coming up too fast. And very important on all these squats, continuous movement, continuous tension. I'm not pausing at the top resting. The second I come up, I'm right back down slow into those next 2-second negative reps. Also, take note of the position of the dumbbells. They're just hanging straight down between the legs. I'm trying to keep them from rocking. And this is also very important for the safety of the knees and proper muscle recruitment of the legs. We're trying to keep the knees pointed that same outward direction as the toes at all times. Okay, here we go into exercise number 3. This is going to be alternate lunges. Okay, the goal here is to get 10 reps on each leg. Form here is very crucial. What we're trying to do is come forward and down on our front heel. Very important to keep the heel down on that front foot. We take a nice big stride and we push down through the heel and try to push straight up through the top of the head and then backward. Also take note that my back foot, I'm always on my tippy toe on that back foot as I come forward on my front foot. I'm trying to go just a little bit slower on the way down and trying to push up with a good pop and some power on the way back onto each rep. Also, take note of the position of my head and chest. It doesn't move. I'm trying to stay as upright as I can at all times, and I'm trying to do everything I can to prevent the weights from rocking. Kind of robotic, just keeping the arms straight at your sides at all times. Okay, this brings us to exercise number 4. These are called Bulgarian split squats. This is a very underrated and very intense exercise for your legs. You're going to get amazing burning in that front quad. The legs are going to get really tired. It's an awesome exercise. Form and technique's very similar to the lunge on this exercise. The big difference is obviously you've got your back foot elevated on a step. Any step, riser, platform will do. I recommend anything between 3 to 8 inches high off the ground. Some people will even do it on a bench. That makes it a little bit harder. You're quite up high when we do that. Again, we're trying to keep the chest and the head from moving nice and high. I'm only coming up about 4/5 the way up to keep my legs constantly loaded and constantly working. For the last exercise, exercise 5, we're going to do some isolation exercise for the hamstrings. Now granted, most people don't have a lying leg curl device machine at home, so what we're going to do here is make one. This is a hamstring leg curl using a couple of weight plates that are going to slide along my floor. Now the key here is to keep the hips as high as you can and your glutes tense, bum tight, and you're going to feel your hamstrings a fair bit. If you've got that downward pressure on your heels, you will feel your hamstrings and it will feel and look quite like a lying leg curl. You don't need your dumbbells for this one, so you're just going to leave the weights on the floor. Keep in mind my gym floor here is carpeted, so those plates are going to slide nicely along the carpet. We don't want to damage any hardwoods, obviously. For those who don't have any plates, weight plates at home to do that, you might have a stability ball. So in place of the leg curl on the plates, you can do a hamstring leg curl on a stability ball. Position here is very much the same. You're going to keep your heels down, pushed into the ball, and you're going to raise the hips as high as possible. Here is a great core exercise. It's hamstrings, but it's also going to work your abs, your lower back, and your glutes all at once. Take note, I'm really trying to work hard to keep my hips and my tummy high up in the air, and then we pull and drag the ball towards the bum. And that's going to conclude your leg workout. Hey guys, also remember, you don't need to be in a commercial gym and have to have access to tons of equipment to have a workout. Today we just did a full body workout with a single set of dumbbells. There's really no excuse. If you really want to get into shape, you don't need a lot. Well, I hope you enjoyed my video today. One set of dumbbells to train the whole body within 1 or 2 separate workouts. Please feel free to leave some comments and let me know what you want me to cover in any future videos. Don't forget to hit the like button, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll keep getting these videos out to you, and don't forget, train hard and have some fun.